welcome back to Fit for More Lifestyle channel, where we dig into all things spiritual, personal development, and mindset so that you can create the life you desire and deserve. And if you did not know, this channel is ran by Leah, that's me, the owner of Fit for More Store, an intentional stationery boutique with all personal development stationery to help you also create the life you desire and deserve through journaling and planning. I'm excited to get back to you today, but before we get into today's topic, which I'm really excited about, I want you to definitely go ahead and click the subscribe button and hit your notifications so that you can get more content like this and so that you can be notified when I post a new video, which typically should be on Wednesdays. And if you are picking up the content that I am putting down, definitely go ahead and press like, just to kind of show your love, and it kind of lets me know too what type of content you love to be created that's going to be able to help you evolve in your life. Now, today's topic, I said I was really excited about, and I'm really excited about this because people love to talk about abundance and how to manifest to get what you want. But what really I think needs to be talked about is the entire lack mindset. Lack mindset, what is it? How does it affect us? How is it keeping us from moving on? So definitely going to be talking to you about that today. So in terms of the lack mindset, have you ever felt like it's just not enough? You don't have enough time. You don't have enough money. There's not enough opportunities. Things seem that they are working against you no matter how hard you try. You're doing everything you can and nothing's working. When you are having those feelings and when you are asking yourself, oh, woe is me, why me, things like that, that is actually the lack mindset in operation. The thing is, though, that it is so natural for the average person to gravitate to that many people don't even understand or realize that that is what is driving the force of how you are living your life every day. So the lack mindset, it's supernatural. It is what people are going to go to first. If you have a positive and a negative, people are going to gravitate toward the negative first. If there is a what if that could happen, people are going to do the what if negative thing that can happen instead of the what if positive thing that can happen. Anytime that you're facing challenges, whether it's in your life and your business, know that most likely, unless you have trained yourself repetitively to think about the abundance factor, then 9 times out of 10, you're aligning with the lack mindset instead of the abundance mindset. But the good news is we can always shift it and change it. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. All right. So why do we tend to align with the lack mindset even more? Most often it's due to our conditioning from past experiences, whether it's how you grew up, the people you were around, the teachers who taught you, the friends that you hung around. A lot of times, in addition to our upbringing, it is now the things that we see on social media, the beliefs around scarcity, the beliefs around who we are or what we have to experience as a culture, the limitations that are placed on you, whether it is you as a person, you as a culture, you as a family. The lack mentality is placed all around us every single day, all day. It is given to us and fed to us so much that unless you are super intentional about having the abundance mindset, you're going to be aligned most naturally with a lack mindset, and what you focus on tends to grow every single day. If I want to talk about even from your upbringing, most of us, especially if you're like me, right? I grew up with a hard middle class working family, and we are taught that we have to pretty much work hard. You're not going to get anything if you're not working hard. Opportunities are not just coming around to people who are sitting around doing nothing. You have to work harder than everybody else because you're a woman or because you're, a certain color. And so you're also taught that when you're working hard, that you're probably not going to have time. So you're thinking man, I have to do all these things. I have to be this great person. I have to work hard, but there's no time, right? Busy is a language that everybody is used to. We use busy so much that people are running around feeling stressed out and overwhelmed and anxious and looking up and having not even a tenth of their list done of things that they really wanted to do because they're so busy. Busy with the kids, busy at work, busy with their community, busy with their friends, busy, so busy that when you look up half the goals that you had for your life, you haven't even done. These types of beliefs literally get ingrained deep into your mindset, and it makes you focus on what you don't have. I wish I could do this, but I don't have enough time. I wish I could buy this or invest in this, but we don't have enough money. I wish I could travel, but everything is a but, and the but is going to be typically something that you're lacking. That lack mindset, again, is what holds you back. What you focus on grows. The thing is that you may not even be aware that you're focusing on it most of the time. What I hear a lot of people say is that I'm not being negative, I'm just being a realist. If I had $1 for every single time somebody said I'm not being a negative, I'm just being a realist, or I'm just speaking the truth, or I'm just saying what happens to me. When you're talking about what is happening to you, even if you see it or you're experiencing it in the 3D, which is where we are living, when you're verbalizing that is what you experience, you are also using your words as power to call in more of those experiences. And so then you tend to get more of those experiences. When you're focusing on the lack, what you don't have, not enough time, not enough money, not making enough progress, not having enough sales, or whatever it is, whether it's life or in your business, it causes you to feel stuck. It causes you to feel anxious. It makes you feel like you're limited. It makes you almost feel powerless. And it can, depending on who you are and how you navigate certain situations, it can put you in this kind of sad or depressed slump because you don't know what to do. You feel like you have done everything. You feel like you have exhausted this list of possibilities, and that for some reason that opportunities are just not coming to you. When you begin to have those types of experiences and they're not good, right? You're depressed, you're sad, discouraged, or something like that. What tends to happen is that you begin to lose that belief in yourself, the belief that things are working out for you. Instead, you're thinking things are against me. It doesn't matter how much money I spend or how much time I input or how often I try. None of this stuff is ever working out for me. And so you will tend to question every single thing. Something will come your way and you will wonder, well, I see it working for everybody else, but I don't know if it works for me. I know that so-and-so said that they use this particular program or coach and they got results, but every time I try, it doesn't work for me. And you have to think about the words that you're saying. If you say every time I try, it doesn't work for me, then it's probably not going to work for you because your belief is more aligned with the fact that it's not going to work than the fact that it is. Even if you do purchase or make an investment into something, you may find that it actually didn't work for you, therefore validating your subconscious thought that it is not going to work, but only because you aligned with the belief that it did not work. So I hope this is starting to make sense. It does sometimes seem a little round robin-ish, but I promise when you get it, you get it. So instead of settling for less than what you actually deserve because you feel that something is not going to work out for you, it is going to be very important that you exercise your mind just as you would if you were to go to the gym and exercise your body, right? You want to get your arms in shape, you're going to go to the gym. Everyone knows you're not going to the gym for one day and you're going to have these stellar arms for the summer. It's a repetitive action. And so it's pretty much the same thing. When you are working on your mindset, it's repetitive. A lot of times people, I think, want to say affirmations or write a journal entry or use a planner for a week and then have these amazing results. And the reality of it is that the action does need to be repetitive. Now, the good news is that you can absolutely today, you can start to shift your mindset to align with abundance. So the first step is awareness. You have to start to be aware of your mind, and you're going to know where your mind is because the words are going to come out of your mouth. So you have to start at a place of awareness and consciously shift. You can shift in that moment. I still do it a lot of times. I may say something and I'm like, ooh, immediately shift those words. You can do it right in that moment, and you can shift. So if you are a person and you're like, I do not know why things keep happening to, don't even finish the sentence. You can immediately say, nope, everything is always happening for me. Everything is always working out for my good. And you can literally switch it in the moment that you're actually talking about it. So start practicing. If you are in a moment where you're feeling overwhelmed and anxious, you can literally find gratitude in that moment. What is working? What went well for you that day? What is the moment of gratitude that you can find even in a situation that doesn't feel good? You can celebrate your wins. I actually saw a Facebook post the other day, and this is how the woman started her post. She said, I wanted to share a win. It's not as big of a win as some of the other people. And right there, that is a sentence that literally validates how she feels about herself. She is sharing a win because she is looking for open validation from other people that she's doing a great job, because she's comparing something that she did to everyone else and feeling maybe perhaps that it's kind of a small win because it doesn't seem as big. No, it's your win, and your win is always big for you. We have to get out of this comparison phase where, well, this person did X, Y, Z, and my accomplishments do not seem as great as theirs. You don't know XYZ person's story. You don't know how long person XYZ struggled before they got that win. You don't know how many nights person XYZ cried for that win. You don't know how much help person XYZ had to get that accomplished. Don't look at XYZ's highlight reel. Look at your life and your wins and your reels. Literally, you have to be able to take everything from you and know that all experiences are for you. Your wins, your lessons. I read something the other day and it's made so much sense. Even if you take a step and you didn't get the results you wanted, it's still a step forward. And a lot of times, again, with that lack mindset, people will say, oh, I took 2 steps forward, but it seems like I'm taking 10 steps back. No, you're only saying that you took 10 steps back because you took a step and you didn't end up where you wanted to, but you still took the step. And that is reframing an entire mindset towards abundance. I took a step, I leaped forward. Forward is forward no matter where you end up. And so that is what I call aligning your mind with that abundance. Thinking about what it is that you've done, how much you've accomplished, no matter how big or how small, and celebrating every piece of forward growth for yourself. Because the reality of it is, you're never taking a step back. You're never taking a step back, even if you feel like you're not in the right place. Next step to aligning with an abundance mindset. So the first one was really aligning with the mindset and becoming aware. So that's number 1, being aware. Number 2 is to start adopting empowering beliefs. You can choose that there is enough time. You don't have to choose that there's not enough time. You can choose that there's enough money. You can choose that every time you spend money always comes back to you multiplied. Those are choices. The belief that there's not enough money, or the belief that you're going to spend money and it's going to take a long time to make it back, or you're never going to make it back, is simply that, a belief. You can choose that I can spend money and every time I spend it, it comes back to me multiplied. I say it every single time. Even if I'm paying a bill, I'm so happy to be able to pay my phone bill. Every single time I pay my phone bill, it's like I get double the money back. That's a mindset, and that is a choice. You can choose that opportunities are for you. You do not have to assume that if something happened, it happened to you. You can choose that something is happening for you and that all things are working out for your good, whether you can see them or not. These are choices. It's a choice to embrace a mindset that encourages positive thinking, that encourages abundance, that encourages in investing in yourself, encourages taking risks. Like those things are positive things. If you do not want to do any of these things, that is simply a choice. And so I want you to be able to recognize that, because once you are aware of your mind, which you're aware of your minds by the words that are coming out of your mouth, you can begin to adopt a belief and align with those empowering beliefs. And then third is you can start taking inspired action. Inspired actions is really going to help you open yourself up to those limitless possibilities of abundance and start creating cycles of success. When you take your steps, you'll start to notice that things seem to be lining up. Now, one of the things that I do see is that maybe something doesn't happen as quickly as people want it to. And that is where a lot of people kind of regress in their progress towards thinking about abundance, is that they want it to be this microwave solution. Changing your mindset is not a bag of microwave popcorn. You're not going to like immediately shift. Now, sometimes the shifts can be that quick, but most oftentimes there is a learning point. There is a point of growth that needs to happen. And until you grow inside of here, the results don't come out here. And so that is really the premise behind, one, the teachings, but two, all of the guided journals and planners that I have at Fit for More store. When I think about creating new journals and devotionals and things like that, I'm always thinking about it in terms of what is going to help the person evolve in this particular area. Whether it's an area of leadership, whether it's an area of just being a mom, being a business owner, someone who wants to have more self-confidence, someone who wants to have self-growth, someone who wants to follow their dreams and goals. I haven't created any journals or planners that don't have that type of mindset behind what is being created, because the true intention is to help someone like you actually reach your dreams and goals, so that you can look up and be like, oh my gosh, like I did it. What an amazing feeling it is when you know that you are not the same person that you were last week or last month or last year. What an amazing feeling it is to know that you've actually accomplished something that actually seemed like it was far out of your reach, but now you're here and it's within your grasp, and you can touch it and taste it and see it and smell it and live it. That is the entire premise of the Fit for More store and the journals that we create. If you have not yet taken the time, like some of our bestsellers is this Namaste Chakra Journal. This one definitely for someone who is looking for more spiritual alignment, wanting to be able to definitely adopt and cultivate a gratitude mindset, also a mindset of oneness in this space that we are in called the universe, and then being able to find your way on your path. Also the Heart Space Devotional. This one is actually in a lot of stores, but it's a 30-day timeless devotional, because you're going to get a lot of personal growth, spiritual growth inside of here, as well as being able to remove a lot of the limiting beliefs and challenges that are put inside of your paradigm, so that you could literally find what exactly is my purpose? Am I living it? Or if I'm living it, can I be living bigger and larger and better? And then another one, of course, is our planner. This is, again, it's a success alignment planner. It's not a planner just for your appointments. You can put appointments in here, but it is really to give you personal growth, self-accountability, remove limiting beliefs, move towards your vision, take intentional aligned action towards your goals, right? Adopt the empowering beliefs that I'm talking about in this video. Any and all of the journals and guided journals and planners that are in Fit for More store is really going to be able to help you become aware, adopt those empowering beliefs, take actions, and literally break free from the limitations of the lack mindset so that you could actually create this life of abundance. So this is where I'm going to cut it off. I tried to make it a shorter video, but I love talking about this stuff. And so sometimes it gets to be a little bit longer. But if you enjoyed this video, you found it helpful, please do not forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe to the channel for more valuable content. Thanks for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Bye.